Hello and welcome back, my fellow hat enthusiasts, to another episode of Journey Through Eorzea. As always, I am your host, Man with Hat, Tiberius Fox. We are right about to go into the Qitana Ravel. I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but that's okay. So let's get that queue started up, and then we can have our dialogue, because Lord knows thing. But the good news is we don't have to worry about possibly, taking 20 years. So first off, being as we are entering the Qitana Ravel, I have the book. I went and looked it up ahead of time, so I was going to record last night, but I got the hiccups, and it's a real shame. So I was not able to record last night as I had initially intended, but we instead we got everything ready for today. So we have the Qitana Ravel, unearthing the secrets of the past. Though this ancient Roncan structure venerates the four chief deities of the Empire's religion, it was originally constructed to preserve the pre-Roncan murals deep within. Its name speaks to these artifacts' original stewards, the Qitari, and their tendency to preserve both historical and mythological presence through peculiar and winding yarns. When the Qitari vanished in the wake of the flood, the stewardship passed to the Vis and their capacity as guardians of Aranka. Having earned these protectors' trust, the warrior of darkness was allowed into the Ravel in search of the Raktika Greatwood's light warden Eros. They slew the beast lurking in the ruins, and the lord among eaters both, returning night to the region and allowing the Qitari, long sequestered near Raktika Falls, to make their way southward. And then you got some cool pictures. You got some pictures of the boss. You got the Lozadal, the fearsome guardian of the Qitana Ravel, thought to be the early form of Talos carved in the rock. It shares its name with a giant controlled by Roncan Emperor, which, according to the Vis, defeated the Great Serpent of Ranka, sealed away in the fruit of the Protector. And then Eros, which is a Light Warden, he's like a Cerberus dragon thing. The Light Warden of Raktika's Greatwood, a chimeric monstrosity, Eros was thought to be an amalgamation of several unfortunate creatures that were caught and fused together by the flood of light. The meaning of its name, romantic love, is a mocking play upon the intimate and uncontrolled embrace which resulted in its present appearance. And then you got a kind of a picture of the Greatwood there at the bottom. And that is the Qitana Ravel. The only other thing I wanted to mention briefly is I obviously was very frustrated by the microphone situation in the last episode, and I figured out why that happens, and I could go ahead and explain it all to you, but I don't really think you need to know. But rest assured, I think I finally actually realized why it's resetting the volume of my microphone to 50% occasionally. So I'm double, triple checking. I don't think it'll be necessary as long as I'm paying like half of an attention. So with that, I will see you guys when it pops. This is 12 minutes, so we'll see how we do. I'm pretty excited to actually finally get into a dungeon. We haven't done one since that other one earlier, so I'm pretty excited about it. So, see you then. I'm sitting there and I'm like, alright, waiting. It's a little past like 13 minutes or whatever. And I'm like, oh man, my ear itches. I'm going to take my headphone set off so I can do that. It's within 10 seconds. That's when it pops. But, whatever. I like the music in this one. I remember that. I am prepared to navigate. I'm prepared to be mediocre red mage. Are you guys prepared? Okay, we got a gunbreaker, white mage, and a pictomancer. My goodness. I will say, I remember this. It's got like little lasers that come off from the sides. Okay. Thankfully, StarCraft targeting rules apply, so I can still target from like another direction. Trying to throw magic at me? How dare you? Oh no, oh no, oh no. One thing I like about 14's dungeon design is when it does mechanics like that, it takes time to actually like let you learn them in increments. Kind of like, I don't know, like Mega Man or something like that, you know what I mean? Like where it'll actually like, oh yeah, before we like throw you to the wolves, we'll like give you a chance to like figure out what's going on. I have been playing other games too much. Okay. So how about that? How about that Bastion reveal for Evercold, huh? I'll be honest, the drip and the vibes, so to speak, on that are cool enough that I literally go, I don't know, man. I'm definitely a paladin main, but if they're not gonna give my paladin like any cool heals and stuff like it used to, I don't know. That one is cool enough with the giant arms and the metal thing that I might finally defect away from playing paladin for the last like 10 years or whatever. Because man, that is just like the drip on that. I don't know what else to say to say that. It's just like I really like everything they're doing with that. Other things about it, I'm not really a big fan of the whole like auto pathing thing. I don't think we should be encouraging people to play the game even less, even if it's something as mundane as like getting to your next location. That just call me crazy, you know? Alright. I want to go right here. You guys are bonkers. You guys weren't paying attention. Can't believe it. There we go. That's 2. Yeah, the whole like we have auto pathing thing, and also they're adding more customization. The man with hat with like a full beard now. Can we get a full beard going besides just the soul patch? And then the Highlanders like don't get eyebrows, so like take your pick though. But the man in the hat would love to have a beard. If I could Photoshop a in-game beard onto my character, I would. That would do that. I should actually read what that skill does, because I always use it and I don't actually know what it does. Alright, I'm seeing a thing. I don't think we want to be on that side. That sounds like a bad. Alright, I see his little smashy smash thing. Gotta pay attention to that too. Welcome to things I wasn't paying attention to. Alright, he's that way, so just keep him pointed that way and we'll be just fine. Oh man. Okay, let him smash first and then move over. I don't like this. You smash, there we go, okay. Ah! That'll help out. I got the Bear Cure. Like the best part of playing. You know what Head should have done? He should have turned the boss around. He probably didn't realize. But if he turned the boss around, we could have both just stood there, and then both of them would have rocked on the other side. And then we would have been just fine. But, you know, hindsight's 20/20. If he does it again, I guess we'll find out. Oh, yeah, gotta go over here. See, alright, that one's not good. Oh, what? I'm calling shenanigans on that one, dude. That was, I didn't feel like I was really hit by that, but, you know, what do I know, I guess. Do I need to cure myself? Okay, I'll just do this myself. That's fine. I got a weird feeling about this run, boys. I don't know, man. Healer half dead. Work it, my white mage. Earn your keep. Ha ha ha. Did you see that chat? That was brutal. He's in there and he's like, yeah, I can't do it with this, but I can't do it while I'm also moving. It won't cooperate. Yeah, making them put in the effort for the white mage. I mean, respect the white mage. Just pure healing, no gimmicks, just fancy things. I haven't actually played white mage high enough, but I played a fair, like some. I got to I think I got my white mage to like 35 or something. I was playing with somebody else and I was like, yeah, I can play white mage, no problem. I feel like I need to put that AoE one, that other AoE skill up here on this bar, on the secondary bar, because it's the only time I use it is then, and then I don't have to jump between. Alright. I haven't even been paying attention to like going through here. I've been so focused on trying to make sure my rotation is correct and trying to make sure I'm staying alive. You're really gonna make me have to pick through more stuff? How dare you? Hang on a second. What does that skill say it does? Increase most magic damage dealt by 10% and damage dealt by nearby pirates. Okay, so it's a buff. It's not a defensive thing, it's a buff. Okay. Then I will have to make sure I'm paying attention to that. Like, see right now how I have my secondary bar up at the bottom? And it's like, okay, well, if I had that other skill over here on that, then I wouldn't need to, like, do this where I go like that and then double tap to open that back up. It's just like a small streamlining thing I need to do. You don't think about it until you need to do it. Hit you with 2 of the jolt 2s. I'll jolt you all day. And then I'll drink a jolt cola. Red mage life. Oh, that's a thing. Oh, he broke out of his barrier and he's got the eye. It looks like he has an eye. The bat squatch? Oh my gosh. It's not an eye. It's just the way I don't think he has an eye at all. It's just like the way his face is shaped. Here, let's drop that buff now. Make everyone does more damage now. Oh no. Don't do it. I don't know what we're doing. Don't do it. I love when you're juggling your enhanced skills and it like one folds into another. Oh! Oh man. Alright, what you got, healer? Man, healer. You are just like, no offense, just like, come on, man. Come on, man. I can totally imagine a dimension where someone would say that, like, him giving that guy the business about earning his keep earlier was, like, toxic. But, no. On this channel, that is not toxic at all. That is a simple reinforcement. Like, come on. Alright, let's get in there. I'm just gonna hit him. Oh, I'm gonna jump right into. Oh, I jumped right into. I pulled a dragoon. No. I fully dragooned. I dragooned to like the nth degree. Yes. Anybody that's watching and doesn't know what that means, dragoons are notorious because they have all their jump skills for I just did that by accident. For jumping like off cliffs and getting themselves killed. And so on me jumping back into that, I thought, no, it'll be fine. I'll be just fine. And then it wasn't fine at all. I also wasn't expecting it to do that much damage. It's so much damage too. I did it again. I didn't even see it. Let's just do it twice. There we go. We're good. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're fine. The pillar falling on me was sloppy. I just wasn't paying attention, but oh man. I'm glad that you were all able to see me dragoon myself and totally kill myself. Jumping back into a falling thing I couldn't see. That was just fantastic. Alright. Got it. Are we gonna pull? Okay, we're pulling. Go, Gunbreaker guy, go! Like, Gunbreakers are cool, and, like, Dark Knights are cool and stuff, but, like, I've always been the Sword and Shield man, but, like, if anyone's not watched it, maybe I'll throw it, maybe I'll throw it in there, since we're talking about it. There's this video from, like, an old Dark Souls video. I didn't really play Dark Souls, but I love the video. It's called The Wall, and it's based on, like, the wrestler The Wall. And it's a guy who has 2 giant shields, and you just can't kill him because he's the Wall. And, like, he doesn't have any weapons, per se, and he just shoves people off, and everyone are just getting really mad at him. And just calling him, like, the worst person alive, pretty much. And, like, it's, I get it, it's trolling, so it's terrible, but, man. It is pretty entertaining. I just realized there's apes up there. There's apes up there. Oh, you're gonna just throw some stuff at me? Get out of here with that. They're trying to shoot me with lasers. Dude, they're trying to shoot me with lasers. Monkey ape thing. He's like a Saiyan or something. How dare you? Alright, where we going? Let us fight Monkey. I must fight Monkey. There we go. Pull the monkey. He's trying to hit you with his mouth blast thing. Like he's Nappa from the Saiyan Saga. Get up in there. Get up in there so I can hit you with more magic. There you go. I don't think I have... I don't think I have any, like, big fancy attacks that do, like, big AoEs. I got that. But I don't even know if that's, I think this is just more efficient in general, just to spam this. Anyone wants to correct me in the comments, I'm totally open to being corrected, but I think it's the case. But yeah, maybe I'll throw a link to The Wall in the description on this one. Anyone listening who already knows what The Wall is, well then you're ahead of the game. Because each one of those does like 1,300. How much does this do? Hang on. It's a slow cast, but we're not. It's fine. We're alright. 1,300, and that one does 4,000. Of course, I get a crit on that. So you can do like this, and then this. Maybe that one is better. I don't know. I don't use that. The impact skill there on the bottom, where like my A button would be on that left trigger. That I hardly ever use that. So maybe I should get with the game and actually figure out when I should do it. And there it is, Eros. Got a crazy monkey, like a monkey wolf hydra face thing. I don't really remember this fight off the top of my head, but we're gonna find out. I should just get in there and start doing it now. Keep hitting. Keep hitting and just nail him as much as possible. Alright, now that I've dumped all my damage, I think that's probably the best I'm going to get out of that. And you know what, that wasn't too... Oh, he's mad at me. He's mad. Thank you, healer. My friend Maxwell Laren, as you see me make memes about it all the time, he'll tell me how great all day. Oh, I gotta get out of the way. Go, 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 go. Yep. Oh, okay, hang on, right here. He'll tell me all day about how great Black Mage is. And I'm not saying Black Mage is bad. But man, Red Mage is like straight up the best of both worlds. Yeah, Van Halen, right? Van Halen. Crazy. Oh, what are you doing now? Oh, we're stacking? Okay, stacking, stacking, stacking. That could be worse. I swore I just heard, like, Link from Zelda, but I'm pretty sure it's the little Pictomancer man there. Yep, he has a little hammer. He makes a little noise when he gets his hammer thing. Oh, no. I think he needed to get it farther away. But he was not farther away. I think it was one of those ones where it does more damage depending on, like, how far away you are. Oh, okay. Oh, we're doing the thing again. Alright, talk to me. Which way we're looking? What are we looking at? Which way are you gonna make it go? Are you gonna do the pushy push thing? Oh. Alright, right here's fine. There we go. Oh, I still got pushed into it a little bit. That's okay. Everything considered, it's not that bad. I thought I was in a good spot, but apparently not. Alright, like that. Alright, so we'll do this, and one of these, and one of these. Oh no! Oh man, I don't really have a counter for that. That's one thing I miss about Ninja. You could always drop the Shade Step or whatever and be like, alright, cool. I'm now no longer going to take the full brunt of whatever this is. Unfortunately, that is not the case anymore. I'm with Red Mage, I don't have that. If there is a move that I have that does something similar, I don't know what it is. So I should at some point reread my abilities and make sure that I'm not... Why are we not... I don't... Oh my gosh, I don't have my... I still haven't... I still haven't done... Like, put my limit break thing on my bar. I'm so embarrassed. Oh my gosh. It's okay. Oh gosh, apparently I didn't back out on the thing fast enough. And I've gotten more trivial stuff in my armory chest and inventory. No! Success but failure at the same time. Look how somber I look. We just killed the thing. We should be happy. We should be like jazzed about it. No, stop giving me more stuff. I don't want more stuff. Please stop. They're all gone. All right, hang on. Is it just like, oh my gosh, look at all this garbage in my inventory. I got like all right, hang on. We got to get rid of some of this. Otherwise I know, riveting gameplay to watch. Man with hat. 10-hour compilation of him deleting stuff out of his inventory because he doesn't want to take the time to actually get rid of stuff in like an intelligible way. I don't need any of this stuff. All right. There you go. I got a card. A trellis. I don't need this material. That's right. I'm gonna throw away the material. Okay. We'll do this for that. And then I don't need this weapon either. There you go. All right. What's this one? Xenosius Galvus? Yeah, I already got that one. I can turn that one in though. Alright, like as long as I have like a couple bars I can kind of mess with, that's fine. I just don't want to. I don't want to say I got a player comm. All right. Good day to you, sir. My face when the light just goes away. It doesn't go to the closest one. Just goes to the starts going. Then they have to run away. Oh no, run away! All right, light. Tainted light, whatever. Show me what you got. I just feel like if you don't... The first one where he fires up in the sky is so cool. I wish I did that every time. I didn't do it in the castle. This is the third one. Maybe he'll do it. I don't know. We're outside. He could do it. I could do it. But I don't have a choice in the matter necessarily. Because the thing is, then I could just like purge it out, you know? And just like yeet it into the sky, which was cool. Instead, because then you're dissipating all the excess light. And you're also using it to like, you know, part the sky. Is he gonna do it? No. Just saying, the first one where you fire that beam up in the sky is the coolest one. And then they're just like, nah, you just absorb it now. I'm like, why aren't we doing that again?
The Light Warden is dead. The Blessed's prayers have been answered.
Yeah, their minds are going to be blown.
That they have.
You have like a cult religion thing that worships the dark and you've never seen it. It's like, oh, it used to exist, we promise.
His condition yet troubleth thee?
It does. Though he shows no immediate signs of corruption, the danger remains. He must be told. Would you describe it to me, Eorzea? Paint for me a picture with your words.
Aw. People, I think, often forget that Y'shtola is effectively blind. She is straight up, like, Daredevil. She can see everyone's aether, but she can't see, like, anything with any detail. Like, she can't look at a painting or anything.
A sea of shimmering stars. Diamonds strewn across a raven gown. Boundless and beautiful. 'Tis an exquisite sight, not unlike that of the source. Calm and gentle and forgiving.
Here's a random question. Are all the stars on the first the same? Because astrologians use like the stars to divine out healing or whatever it is. I don't know. It's tarot. It's garbage. But that's beside the point. I'm just wondering, are the stars the same and can you divine the same sort of thing? Do they have entirely different, like, imagine if instead of like Cancer or Leo we have, right, you're like, oh yeah, no, they have this one. But then you go to another dimension. Are their stars the same? Can you channel whatever that magic fancy thing is better? That's the question. It's fair.
I can see it.
For however deep the void, or wide the expanse, there is no shore so distant as to be beyond the reach of light. Ominous though that may sound, given our present travails.
Well fought. Let us return home.
I said that I want to return home, but like, oh no, we were just for the Light Warden. For some reason, I was thinking there was something else here we wanted. Oh, it's the background about Hydaelyn and
The murals.
Zodiark.
If I am not mistaken, they predate the Empire.
So here's a random factoid I would like to ask a question about, and feel free to answer this, and if you get a chance. She can't see the sky because she sees ether, right? Like she's effectively blind. But then we're walking in this cave, and she can see the murals on the walls. Why? Why can she see this, but she can't see that? Is there some sort of ether in the paint, or is like it blocking ether within the resident ether within the areas? Like, I genuinely want to know. I don't think they've ever had a scene. I want a scene of seeing something from the perspective in which Y'shtola sees it, right? Like, think Daredevil, here's another one. Think Neji from Naruto, right? Where he can see all the chakra points and everything like that. What does she see? Because maybe it's just like a thing you shouldn't think too much about. Like, I'm overthinking it. But I'm just saying, she can't see the sky because she's blind, effectively. But she can see ether, but she can see these murals and understands what they are. If anyone else had said it, that'd been fine. But her saying it, I'm like, how do you see it, though? I don't understand. So, I don't know. Just a thing to think about, right? Like, she's obviously the history. Like, how does she read a book? Right? Like, how does she read a book? She can't, I don't understand. Like, 'cause she's always in books, how does she read them, right? It's just like her sight is not, it is not clear to me how her sight works, right? So, that's it. That's all I want to say.
How can you tell?
A peculiarity of the paint. Most are made from mineral-based pigments. But whatever was used here is older than anything I have ever seen.
Okay, so they are saying that the paint is a little different. That still doesn't answer every question I have, but I'll take it. I'll take it at least in this context.
According to Almet, this sanctuary was built to preserve the wisdom of the ancients. What events do these murals commemorate, I wonder?
I think Emmett Self shows up. Am I crazy? This is where we get all our background.
Must you always linger after defeating your enemies? Navigating these halls on foot is exhausting.
Come to lead us to safety, have you?
I was bored. But how is the hero of the hour? Fighting fit, I see. Keep up the good work.
You're plotting something.
Every hour of every day. But never you mind about that. As I have told you 1,000 times before, I like to watch. Nothing more. Well, I would quit this place, and I suggest you do the same. There is yet work to be done.
Don't want us to really look at these murals, eh?
Ah, there is a sight to bring a tear to the eye.
You recognize these scenes?
That I do. Indeed, there was a time when anyone and everyone would. Until one calamitous day when the world was divided across 10 and 3 reflections, sundering the land and all who dwelled upon it. And the worst part? No one could remember it. Not really. Just fragments and fleeting memories of an achingly familiar world. A vision shared of a paradise lost, preserved only in song and scripture and paint. Once upon a time. Yet here we find ourselves again, to look, learn, and remember.
Then share with us the stories you know so well. We are listening.
Before the Great Sundering, there was one world. A world that knew naught but peace and prosperity. Until it was faced with a crisis. Unprecedented, terrifying. Civilization found itself perched upon a precipice, staring into oblivion. But through prayer and sacrifice, the will of the star was made manifest. Zodiark was his name, and by his grace was the calamity averted.
Zodiark.
A savior mighty and magnificent, deserving of reverence and gratitude. One would have thought, yet some thought otherwise. From the fears of these naysayers would rise Hydaelyn. She who was to serve as his shackles, to bind him and hold him in check. And so they fought, and they fought, and they fought, and in the end, Hydaelyn was victorious. With all her strength, she smote him, dealing a blow so devastating that it split the very fabric of reality. And thus was Zodiark banished and his being divided. That concludes today's lesson on long-forgotten history. Though I imagine your mother would offer a rather contradictory account, as is her wont.
It's an interesting concept. So the thing I was always wondering is, why did the world explode and like shatter into multiple dimensions? I thought it was an act of choice, but based on what he's saying is, it wasn't a choice, it was a byproduct of them in combat, which makes more sense than, her just choosing to split it up, unless splitting it up was also a part of it. Maybe she realized that if she splits the dimensions, then Zodiark loses his power, right? So then it's like a matter of that perspective, right? Like a need arises that causes it.
I'm sorry, I can only assume I misheard. But it sounded an awful lot like you were implying both Zodiark and Hydaelyn are not gods. But...
What? Not gods of the first? Is that what you thought these paintings depicted? Or... Oh. They are gods after a fashion, yes. But no different from the kind with which you are so intimately acquainted. Formed of faith and prayer, of conviction and devotion. The eldest and most powerful of primals.
So smug when he says that. It
You've
blows
spun
everyone's mind.
quite a tale. Yet you have not explained the role of the Ascians in all of this. How is it you are privy to ancient secrets lost to time?
How are you not figuring out right now that he's clearly part of the race that originally summoned Zodiark in the first place? Like, come on.
Finally you ask the right question. And shrewd questions warrant honest answers. We Ascians know because it is our history, our story. It was we who summoned Zodiark, we natives of that sundered paradise. Now, do you see why we yearn for the great rejoining? For our world, for our people, for all creation to be made whole again. Wouldn't you wish for the same?
I was really expecting him to teleport there, because that's usually what he does when he does the hand wave thing, but, you know.
That was an enlightening experience, though not the way I had hoped. Do you suppose there is any truth to Emetzel's claims?
Yeah, no, I would 100% believe that, but not because I've played the expansion after this.
Though recent events plainly warrant further discussion, I think it best that we wait until Alphino and the others are present. Emetzel concluded. How convenient that he should choose this moment to keep to the shadows. Well, no matter. For the present we should return to Fanow and make certain the Yule Morin's patrol. After that Slitherbow, the Blessed are no doubt elated by what has become of the sky.
Indeed. Alright, it's night. It's funny, because when I first logged in today, I was right here, and it was raining. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's raining. And then I enabled New Game Plus, and then it was just instantly day. And I was like, oh, that's right. Can't have a rainy day on the 1st when everything is light forever. What's the weather today? Light? I'm assuming it rains in the 1st, even when the light's there, but... What if everyone, like, really liked rainy days, because the closest they ever got to, like... Because if there's no rain, everything just dies, right? So you can't do that, but let's assume for a moment that, you know, the rain does happen. Maybe it's, like, overcast, and you're like, man, I love it when it's overcast. But at the same time, it's magic light, so maybe the magic light doesn't get blocked out in the same way. You know? Imagine if you were in a deep, dark cave, but the light is so pervasive in the world you're in that it doesn't matter, and it's light in, like, a deep, dark cave. Like, nighttime and darkness. What we got? Hang on. Aki. Level 100 Botanist. RP Botanist Baker. Blah, 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 blah. Now this person enjoys it. Alright. Imagine the bunnies are gonna have their minds be blown. Hello, I have a man with mind blown.
You returned, and unharmed, I see. Indeed, I am pleased to report that the Light Warden is no more, thanks in large part to you. That the death of a single Sin Eater should make such a difference. As our numbers waned, so too did our hope the ruins we devoted our lives to guarding would ever find purpose. Yet here you are, the allies of whom we have waited these many centuries, and with your arrival came the chance to pass on our legacy, the ancient wisdom of the Empire. That alone would have been a reward enough. Never did we imagine it would serve to banish the light and pervade these woods. On the behalf of the Vis, our forebears and the late Emperor Ronka, you have our deepest thanks. It is we who should be thanking you. Our journey through Qitana Ravel proved most enlightening. To be privy to such knowledge is an honor, one of which we had never hoped. Please, you need not be so humble. We do, but our duty is decreed by the late Emperor. Would that he were still with us to express his gratitude in person. But sister, does this not mean our duty is fulfilled? To our allies, perhaps, but the ruins cannot be left unguarded. So long as we live here in these woods, the secrets of Ronka must not fall into the wrong hands. Is Runar still here? No, we escorted him back to Slitherbow shortly after you set out. If he would return to the Knights Blessed, we will not keep you any longer. I suspect they would be glad of your company. Thank you, Almed. I look forward to the day when we might share a more leisurely visit to the ruins of Ronka. We will await your return then.
I like how they all walk away, but I just like watch them. Alright, back to Slitherbow. I'm assuming that's just like over in... Let's just teleport. Well, wait, actually, you know what? Is there a Chocobo Porter here? We all know there's Chocobo Porters, come on. Just gotta find my way to get there as part of the thing. That is not the right way. I gotta go that way. I'm like getting lost already. Wait, I bet we gotta go down this way. Some of these towns are just like a little cockamamie. Like they're simple on paper, but like when you're actually running around, you get lost pretty quickly. Or at least if you're me, you get lost pretty quickly. Sleepaway Common. Alright. A Marrow Keep. Sorry, I know it's not Choco Quarters. It's a Marrow Quarters. I would like to hire one to Slither Bow, please, and thank you. Yeah, I don't know if I haven't watched the extended trailer yet, because I don't know. I gotta be honest, Dawn Trail put such a negative taste, like a bitter taste in my mouth, that like I'm hyped about the new class, but I'm really apprehensive about you know, the whole thing. I don't think any of those are actual people, but it's like, so I'm just like, Evercold could be good, but I really don't know. Will it be a day one buy for me? I really want to give him a chance to like. This isn't like we're talking about like 343 and Halo Studios or whatever, and Halo and how bad it is. We're talking about, you know, a company who for over a decade has at least made stuff that I am pretty happy with. Where, you know, as opposed to others. So I'll probably buy it day one, but at the same time, if they fumble again, the next one is not going to be a day one buy. You get one mulligan, that's it. At least from me for that. I learned my lesson playing Halo for a decade after Bungie left. I'm like, nah, we ain't falling for that.
Ah, you are returned. And none the worse for wear, I see.
You needn't worry about us. What became of the Umoran soldiers, more importantly?
They turned tail and fled at the sight of the night sky.
I can't imagine why they would do that.
The children of the everlasting dark have also retreated back to Woven Oath.
I can't imagine what they're saying.
Try as they might, they could not deny the truth of their own eyes.
Even the blue sky is probably crazy.
The sunless sea of heaven, full of love and grace, where none need know pain or suffering. In that moment, when the sky's light began to wane, I knew our prayers had been answered. That we were doomed to face oblivion at life's end no longer. When first we met, I harbored certain suspicions about you. Now I see that I was right. You are the bringers of shadow, the warriors of darkness, the saviors for whom we have prayed for so long.
I suppose you're not entirely wrong. But we are not worthy of your reverence, nor have we any desire to be worshipped. If you would pray, pray for your children, that they may one day know a better world.
I will do as you say, but please, let us at least hold a feast to celebrate your victory. You deserve that much.
I'm sorry, Runar, but there is still much to be done and scant time in which to do it. We must go. All of us. For we share the same path and the same fate.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't have claws. He's like regular dude fingernails.
So be it. I ask only that you hold us in your hearts, as we would hold you in ours. Now, and ever after. By the boundless dark, this I swear.
I'm glad Ardbert's happy for us, because he could easily be very bitter about it, realizing that he failed where we are succeeding, like, handedly. But I don't know if he had the blessing of light as part of it, you know what I mean?
Though it pains me to leave, it is time I returned with you and the others to the Crystarium. But before we go, might I speak with you in private? I will await you in my chambers.
Oh, I can't remember what we're talking about. We're going to talk about the fact that I'm slowly being poisoned by light. I'm probably going to turned into an abomination or something. No, I appreciate you being candid with me.
Thank you for coming. I thought it to keep my suspicions to myself, but after witnessing your victory at Raktika Falls, I fear they prove true, and so I must share them with you. From the first...
Whoa, egg the boiled, just drop it in randomly. Sorry, it's very distracting.
From the first when we met at Fort Gone, your aether has appeared tainted, suffused with an overabundance of light not unlike the Sin Eaters. When you defeated the Light Warden, I fear the light which poured forth from it was not negated by Hydaelyn's blessing. Rather, it was absorbed into your being. Urianger also suspects as much, though he is unwilling to share his thoughts on the matter. One thing is certain, with every warden you defeat, the danger to you grows greater. Greater perhaps than we can imagine. If you begin to feel anything strange, anything at all, pray inform me at once. You should hurry before the others begin to worry. Once I have sorted my things here, I will join you.
You know what I was thinking? This is kind of almost in a roundabout way. It's kind of like Baldur's Gate 3 with the tadpole thing, right? Like we're taking a bunch of them in or whatever. Although I remember I was like, I don't want your tadpole powers. Get your tadpole powers away from me. All right. Let's see. Well, I don't think I want to go that. Well, we gotta wait at the entrance to Slither Bow. Never mind. I was gonna just a marrow porter back, but then look at that. Speckles! Speckles, sparkles, and what have you in between. We took one last patrol of the perimeter. All things considered, Slitherbow remains relatively unscathed.
Thanks to the antidote, all those who are poisoned will make a full recovery. And with the night sky return, their prayers have at last been answered. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Shall we be off then?
Art thou certain this is best?
I'll not deny that there's a part of me that wishes I could stay. For 2 years I have lived with the Blessed, learned their culture, even going so far as to adopt Master Matoya's name as my own. I but pray I did honor to it. Now is not the time to doubt nor hesitation. Come, we must return to the Crystarium.
Alright. I could just teleport back to the Crystarium. But you gotta understand, there's a problem. Oh, wrong button. Oh. Alright, so where does it want us to go? Just the Crystarium? We could do that. There's egg the boiled. I'll tell you what. I just took two. I accidentally bumped the. I thought I was pushing the one button, but I was pushing the button for screenshots. So I just took 2 screenshots of me just standing in front of this cave in rapid succession. So that's always fun. Probably even hear it over the thing. But the good news is we can take the Amaro Keep. Let's take it to the 4th job, and then we'll take it to the 4th job, the Crystarium. I'm not above the double porter. It really is a miracle what difference that having like really pretty vistas that you can really get into does for wanting to ride a porter between point A and point B. I can instantly teleport, but it doesn't bother me because I'm like, oh, that's fine. As far as there's not like a lookout point up there or something that you can only get to when you like, you know, unlock flying or something. But yeah, like the whole concept of like Evercold and the whole thing, just going back to that for a minute. Like, I'm intrigued by it, but like, there is an element of it where I go, is this like all we're doing now is we're just going to shards and just like doing stuff with them? Like, I understand you want to stop them from losing balance, but we already defeated the Ascians and destroyed a Zodiark. In fact, we destroyed him like twice technically. So my thought is like, is that just like, that's just all we're doing now? We're just going to shards now. Because we went to the 1st and then we went to the 13th at the end of the one thing, at the end of Endwalker, right? And then we went to the 9th in, in Dawn Trail, after we finally ditched What's-Her-Face. Which, dude, I hated that so much. I'm not going to get into it. Anyway, and now it's like, but now we're just going to, like, what's the 4th, I think, or whatever, And it's like, it's cool. I like shards and stuff, but, like, I don't know. I just feel like there's more that could be done in the actual regular world rather than just going to shards all the time. There's one thing I think Dawn Trail did well, is we went to another part in the world, and maybe it will be, right? Maybe it's too much a lantern on it, right? Maybe they made it too obvious. They don't want to say where you're going in the overworld because they almost want you to focus on the shard so that you don't get, got. I mean, that could be a thing. It's like an inverse. You don't tell us we're going to the 9th in Dawn Trail when they did the trailers, but in this one they're going to tell us we're going to the 4th, but we're actually going to go somewhere else too. That could be a thing. I guess we'll see when we get there, right? I still have a bunch of catching up to do. I got to catch up to 7.55 or what, 8.55? 7.55. I don't remember. Whatever one. 8.55? I don't remember which one it is. The 0.55 expansion, which is going to hold until Evercold launches.
All things considered, it's hardly surprising that Alphino and Eorzea have yet to arrive. But where is the Exarch? My friends, 'tis good to see you all again.
I haven't done that voice in a while.
Alphino, it has been too long. I assume that your presence here means that you brought the word of the Warden you brought word of the Warden hiding in Raktika.
Oh, we actually defeated the Warden in Raktika.
Found and slain, you say? I should have known. Yulmore has but recently dispatched soldiers of all corners of Nordvran to defend them. I am glad to see that their efforts were wasted on the Greatwood. Speaking of Yulmore, what came of the meeting and with Balthree? Yes, about that. It proved to be... Exarch, you mustn't push yourself. Your time away from the tower has clearly taken its toll. No doubt you are as tired as well. Having traveled so far, why don't we all take a much-needed rest before we discuss our findings? I thought that... Well, okay, yeah. Sorry, I misread that. I thought to propose the very same. After your clash with the Warden, you deserve a chance to recuperate. Then it's settled then. We reconvene after everyone has had time to settle in, and we've had time to go and take a nap and talk to Ardbert. Oh, no doubt. I'll be surprised if Emma Selk shows up at some point, too, but... Oh, wait, it's just over there, right? We don't have to... We don't really need to teleport. Well, I guess it's a little ways, but that's fine. We can run over there. It's not that big of a deal. Welcome back, sir. Returned from a lengthy excursion, I take it. Well, your room has been made ready. If you'd care to retire, I would. Very good. I pray you sound sleep and pleasant dreams. Well, that's very nice of you, manager of suites. To the room.
So there's a light sealed inside you, is there? You wouldn't know it from the outside. You look the same as you ever did to me.
I must stay the course for the others. And what if it changes? What if it overwhelms me? Then I suppose there's naught to do but rest. Yeah, true.
Ah, yes. If they're not asking you to fight, they're telling you to rest. Which isn't to say they're wrong. You'll need your strength for what's to come. Think he was telling the truth? Emmett, I mean. All that rot about Hydaelyn being no different from any other primal. If so, what would that make her blessing? Are we just slaves to her will?
I mean, in a way, it's kind of implied early on in A Realm Reborn, isn't it? where you, like, Ifrit tries to take over and he says you belong to another or something to that effect. So, like, I'm saying, like, wouldn't that effectively be the same thing? Am I crazy? So, I mean, I don't know about slaves to our will, but, like, maybe in a way we are tainted.
Let's pay him no mind. Lies the Ascian stock in trade. Villains, heroes, all a matter of perspective, they'd have you believe. One man's fond memory, another's waking nightmare. Me, I'm no saint or savior. Just another sinner. And I know damn well I'm in no position to judge. When I saw the people of Slitherbow look up at the sky and celebrate the return of the dark, felt good. It was moments like that I cherished. Much more than the thrill of adventure. The quiet after the storm. I always took comfort in that.
Meanwhile, in Garlemald, truly a sight to behold. Oh, that's right. Aren't they, like, skulking around Garlemald? It's crazy to see it when it's not destroyed. I forgot all about this scene.
What did the scouts have to report?
Several skirmishes, but nothing of consequence. The fighting seems to have taken its toll on both sides.
A stalemate, then. The Alliance has done well to hold the line for so long. But then they did have Ishgardian reinforcements.
Oh, never drop the, oh yeah, it's because of Ishgard,
Nevertheless, neither side has any appetite for a prolonged engagement. 'Tis but the calm before the storm. And should the Empire choose to bring their full might to bear...
To say nothing of Black Rose. All the more reason to hasten our search. How close are your people to identifying our next target?
Close enough. Though I have received some troubling intelligence.
I'll be real. Gaius, I totally see, I think he'd be okay. I would think that Estinian would be cold, but maybe it's just because he's from Ishgard, he just doesn't really notice it anymore.
One of our generals posted to the Alamegan front recently disappeared without trace from the battlefield at Gimlet Dark.
Odd. Dead seems unlikely. Fled less so. I wonder where he'll turn up.
Were I a betting man, I would say here, in the capital. Not that any deserter who valued his life would contemplate returning, but a corpse might, given the right encouragement.
Oh.
In the manner of his royal remains, you mean?
Elidibus plainly has no need of a new host, so the question becomes who? It may be that another player has joined the game.
They're on to the fact that Xenos isn't dead. They don't know it's Xenos yet, but someone's obviously doing something.
Something to consider at any rate. But come, there is work to be done.
Come, let us go. Uh-oh. Is that guy privy to that conversation?
These bloodless games make for poor sport.
Oh, there he is right there.
Mayhap if father... Nay. I am a stranger to him in this body. Besides, there is but one hand that can make me whole again. My enemy. My friend. I know not what entertainment occupies you, but if you will not clear the way for me, then I shall seize the reins of fate once more.
He is really pining after me. It's charming in a way. The one thing that lacks is the giant castle in the background that looks like a Ganondorf castle almost, you know? But, you know, still, seeing Garlemald for what it is pretty good. I thought I heard like a ruckus. Like fighting or something? If that's the case, why didn't anyone wake me up? Oh my gosh, that was the end of part 1! No way! That's crazy. The thing that's funny is when the sound messed up last episode, I was like, maybe I should go back through and like go all the way through back, because I was really unhappy with it. But then I was like, man, I'm still in part 1, and I have that would take a really long time to, like, even if I played through the whole thing. So, that's actually like a perfect jumping off point then, instead of jumping through and like running around for the next like 10 or 20 minutes. So, I think we'll cut it there, and then we'll jump on the next episode. So, you know, the next point we'll jump into Shadowbringers Part 2 in New Game Plus, and we will continue our campaign. So, with that, I bid you adieu, as always, and, you know, till next time.